Wonderful Albufeira. Look at that. You can see those waves crashing over there. It's an interesting phenomenon. You can't hear them, not just yet. This is a fascinating place. There's a lot of history. Albufeira is in what is called the Algarve of Portugal, which is the southern part. It's very touristy these days, but it has a lot of history. And it goes back to the Phoenician times. The Phoenicians were here, so were the Carthaginians, and after them the Romans, and after them the Moors under the Muslim conquest. And the word Albufeira, that is a Muslim word, as is a great percentage of the Portuguese language. It goes back a lot longer than the 500 years of Albuquerque, right? Speaking of Albuquerque, I am doing what I used to do in Albuquerque a long time ago. I'm going what I call an epic walk. An epic walk for me was finding the most interesting place in Albuquerque and walking as far as I could go for an hour, walking as hard as I could go. And once I reached a certain spot, I would turn around and come back. I know that kind of goes against my principle of there is no going back, but you know, that's in life, that's in your goals, those sorts of things. But here, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be walking as far as I can go. I have a spot in mind. It's a lot further than an hour out, so we'll see. We'll see how far I can get. It's an hour and 40 minutes from my Airbnb, and I'm going out to see a cinematic Japanese monster. I'm sure you can all guess who that is. And we shall see what it looks like when I get there, or if I get, burned up alive by radioactive breath, or squashed, or whacked with his gargantuan tail. We shall see. I'm anxious to see it. It's one of those things that you can come see. I know there's a lot more here, but I'm hoping to see a few things along the way. So we'll see when we get there. I never cease to be amazed by the beauty of this place. Even on this gray day, this is where the waves are finally. And you can hear them. You can hear them crashing. You can hear the seagulls. It sounds like, it sounds like you might be in California or somewhere else, but this place is different. You can really sense it. It's, I don't know, it's calmer, not as crazy and wild as California is, right? But this is Portugal. It's a slower pace of life. A lot nicer. I enjoy it much. But I was trying to find an interesting place to walk in, so I got caught walking along this beach, which it looks like, they're trying to keep, trying to maintain it, pushing some sand into the ocean, losing battle. Mother Nature always wins. But I was here, I think it was the last week, and decided to come back, take a look, and see what it's like during the week, not on a weekend. And as I get closer to where I was, boy, I can really see. I can see a lot more people out there. This is the beginning of the tourist season, and a few people are wanting the sun and the surf, and so am I, for that matter. But this is a place for the young to hang out, and I'm just passing through on to see that notorious sea monster and land monster, I guess. But let's see what he's doing here in the Algarve. That's another, I don't know, 30 minutes away, so I have a hike ahead of me. Boy, there is something very mysterious and very scary about the ocean. It's a monster itself. Why anyone would get up on a little wooden boat and try and cross this is beyond me. I barely had enough guts to get on a metal airplane and fly across it. And even then I was a little bit jittery. But it does call to you. It certainly does. And especially this part of it, boy, it keeps wanting to rush out and grab me. But man, you know, I can't get over how it makes me feel. It's just pretty cool. It's different from this side of the pond. It's not like, I've never been to the Atlantic coast in the United States, but boy, it's just so much mystery, and so the water's a lot darker. It looks greener here. It looks, I don't know, fiercer in some way, not gentle in any way. And this is a very overcast day, although the weather forecast does not predict any rain. So hopefully I make it out to where I'm going, high and dry. Unless the Atlantic comes out and grabs me. Look at this. Rolling seas. Look at that. If there are any monsters in the Algarve today, it is the Atlantic. Boy, I was on this this little pier a couple of weeks ago, and the Atlantic was calm back then. It was not as crazy as it is now. I'm trying to stay dry here, but it's hard. It's not easy. Let me show you something. Take a look over here. You can see all of these seashells. This is when a wave came up and brought all this mud and all of these seashells all the way up here. Look at that. It must have been a pretty big wave. You can see it goes on and on over here. That's not the way it was a few weeks ago. So this monster anyway is restless. I think I'll stay away from it for a while. Go inland for a bit. See what's what. Looks like the local musician is setting up for a concert. And all us locals, or rather tourists, are coming to watch the locals do their thing. Well, Portugal's got talent. Why not? It's part of the touristy experience. I hope I catch it on the way back, because I have a long journey ahead of me. But anyhow, I kind of stumbled. I didn't realize I was here, but this is the old Albufeira town square. So here it is. Let me show you. It's not quite Albuquerque's old town. This place is filled with tourists, mostly British, nice folks, most of them. Like to get rowdy at night. Got this raised platform here. The last time I was here, the guys were playing soccer, a little tiny game of soccer up there. That's dangerous when you're on steps this high. But anyhow, I stopped on my way over here. Believe it or not, I found another place that serves enchiladas. And I asked this guy. He looked, I'm sure he's local, but he told me, he assured me, that these enchiladas were made with red chili and they were spicy. So we're gonna take another stab at finding some spicy enchiladas in the Algarve in Portugal. Hopefully this time, second time's a charm. But we shall see. We shall see. I hope I'm not disappointed. Boy, I'm really wanting, you know, that's just the thing about leaving Albuquerque, leaving New Mexico, is you miss that cuisine. If you've grown up in Albuquerque all your life and, you know, you want to take a quick trip to Bob's Burgers and buy some really spicy green chili enchiladas, green chili cheese fries, you're gonna miss it if you come to anywhere else in the world. But we shall see. I am hopeful, always hopeful. It's part of the adventure. But alas, the Japanese cinematic monster is calling. I can almost hear him. I have to go see what he's doing, hanging out in the Algarve. Old town Albufeira. Like old towns all over the world, just like Albuquerque. Very touristy, yes, but it's got its charm. It's got its own distinct flavor. I love it. Look at that, it's got its own weed shop. So you can get, you know, a little bit high if you want to, if you're into that sort of thing. I myself have never touched weed, but I'm not knocking those who do. All kinds of different folks here. It is awesome to be here. This is living. This is life right here. So much ambiance. Talent right there. It ain't a free show. This guy's really good. Sure. Like that. Even on gray days, life at the beach is wonderful. Something I notice about Portugal, even with the tourists, it's very family oriented. Single folks and old people like myself and families all just get along, kick back, and enjoy life. And sometimes that's just what you gotta do. Life is good. And what do we have here on this windy Wednesday afternoon? Looks like someplace you can take a look at this roiling Atlantic. Let's go check it out, see what's what. Well, you can't see this, but I'm having to hold on to my hat. It is so windy out here. Look at that. It's an awesome view. You can see that Albufeira is a lot higher up than the ocean. And my dad keeps telling me you can drink a lot more alcohol here because you're at sea level. Albufeira is just a little bit higher than that. Look at the folks down there, just enjoying themselves on this grayish day. This place has all these locks on it. Look at that. Memories of love, I imagine. Kind of thing they did in France on the Pont des Arts, if I said that correctly. Apparently got really heavy and I had to take a whole lot of them off. I don't know if they still put them on in Paris there, but it's a tradition. Boy, a lot of stops on my way to see the cinematic monster. A long way to go yet. Walking along and I came upon this mural. Looks pretty cool. That blue color. That weird spelling there of Albufeira. Looks almost Arabic, in keeping with the name's origins. Look over here. There's a gentleman there. Some bushes. And as we move along, we can see Albufeira's modest port. Real small, very tiny. See some of those fishing boats out there, high and dry, and just a few sitting in the harbor. This is not a day for fishing. This is a day for relaxing, enjoying everybody's company. Imagine on the beach, which I am not doing, just walking around trying to find that mythical monster. But folks are out here enjoying it as well.
C'est ça. C'est ça qu'elle est en train de gueuler.
C'est un poisson. Oh.
Look at that. Tiny little harbor. Sea of troubles. Like every place else in the Algarve. Peace. There we go. Get a nice panoramic view of it. You read about things in the past, in history books. Always these bustling seaports. This seaport is not bustling today. If you take a look out there, you can see the old port there, the smaller port that I was showing you from above, and it connects via this canal here. To this port over here, a little bit more inland. You can see all of the tall masts of all the yachts and the pleasure craft that the folks here in Albufeira use to go out into that wild Atlantic. The gutsy people. Me, I'm a landlubber. I'm from Albuquerque, and we Burqueños, as we like to call ourselves, we don't have any big bodies of water to speak of, and that includes Elephant Butte Lake down south there. But we do have a beach, such as it is. It's called Tingley Beach. And when I say beach, I use that term as loosely as it can possibly be used. It's not a beach at all. Tingley Beach was conceived as a place where the locals could go and pretend that they're out in the wild. They dug some ditches, put some water in it, threw a few fish in there, and we Burqueños would drive our trucks back all the way to the edge of the water, the ditch, and we would fish. That's changed since then. Now, it's got some bushes and shrubbery, make it look presentable, and nevertheless, it is not a beach, but it is a beloved spot in Albuquerque, named for one of Albuquerque's old mayors, Clive Tingley. And back in the day, I used to guard it when I was a security guard before I went to law school. But let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this here. It's a nice little port. Port in a storm. Look at that! Wow. Espíritu Oceánico, I think. The spirit of the ocean. These are some modern yachts here. Pretty nice, I must say. Even on a gray day, it looks pretty cool. It reminds me of ancient Carthage. In ancient Carthage, they had a port. They called it the commercial port, which was connected to an inner circular port. That's you can still see it. It's in modern Tunis. The circular port was awesome. It was spectacular. You had a center island in that port, and you had all of these warships that were maintained there. And they kind of fortified themselves up when they got into that Punic War with a series of Punic Wars with the Romans. And the Romans ended up destroying it, but the ruins are still there. Now, Tunisia's it's there in northern Africa. And man, if I get a chance to go out there, I will do it. I would love to see old Carthage. Let's go on that old island and use my imagination and think about what it was like when the Carthaginians were, making their sorties out into the rest of the Mediterranean to parts unknown, right? Including Albufeira. Right here. This is one of their old stopping grounds. And I love history. And I love Albufeira. Yes. Yep.
In the YouTube?
Yes, eventually.
Hello. Shoot me.
Your name?
Hello, my name is Jitu.
Jutsu?
Jitu.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Just like YouTube.
I will invite the sir for the best drink of Marine, please.
I have a long way to go.
Almost.
Maybe on the way back. It's odd. Usually when I'm out here, it's just me. They're trying to get the families to go in. They're trying to drum up money and get a whole bunch of people at once. So if you're a family, you're in a group, they're going to try and get you to go in. But here, they don't care. They want all your business. If you're alone by yourself, they will try and get you to come in. Capitalism at its best or worst, depending on your view. Here you can just kick back and imagine what the rich people do on their on their weekends, on their regular days. Look at those yachts. Wow. Now I've gone out in the ocean before in California, and I got some brochures from a place up there that gives tours and stuff. And I may just go out. I know it's going to be rainy this weekend, but I may take a chance to see if I can go out and see the ocean, maybe see a dolphin or two. I don't even know if they're around this time of year. But boy, the one thing you have to remember when you go into the ocean is that you will get sick. Unless you take some kind of, I don't know, I'm sure there's some kind of a drug that kind of helps with it. But me and my mom, my dad, and my brother went out. In California, we went off the coast of San Diego. Boy, it was beautiful, it was nice, and I couldn't enjoy it at all. I was just like wanted to barf all the time. But you know, you pay the price, right? And I will say this, you know, I got sick, got nauseated, but once I got into port, I was feeling number one, got myself some lasagna, and the world was good. So we shall see. Maybe I'll just suffer, get sick, and get some wonderful video for you all. But we shall see. In the meantime, onwards to that mythical monster. One of the things I had to get used to coming to Albufeira are these steep climbs everywhere. Whew. But getting my exercise in. Folks, I have reached my destination at last. It took me, I don't know, 2 hours of constant walking and an epic walk from the days of old. But here he is. All his glory. Godzilla. Yeah, cinematic Japanese sea monster. You see the resemblance? Looks like he's peeking his head out, taking a look at the Atlantic, right? Making sure that Monster Zero or Rodan or Mothra isn't coming out of the sea. That's it. And there is a resemblance, I must admit. Looks exactly like Godzilla. That's pretty cool. Well, not too big a zoom there. Pretty awesome, I thought. Walked all this way to see it. It's fantastic. Enjoyed myself all the way. Lost myself in thought. There's Godzilla. This ever-reaching beach trying to claw me into it. You have all of these folks just enjoying the day. Even though it's a bit gray out, we're all out to see Godzilla today. It's awesome. Well, folks, I am going to head back to a restaurant I saw on my way up here that had red chili enchiladas. And I have been assured by the waiter there that they are spicy. We shall see. And if I have enough battery power left, I'll record it and let you guys know. But for now, half of my epic journey is over. And now it's time to try those enchiladas. See you there. Look at all of that greenery. It's one of those open fields that you find in various places here in Albufeira. It's just very lush and green. Humidity is not oppressive here. It's not too hot, but it is at the springtime. But this shot really here it's just for my mom, because she wants to know. She wants to know if it's like the desert or if there is greenery, and there is greenery here. It's all over the place. Mom, if you were here, you would be having to cut your weeds twice a day. Everything just grows pretty quickly here. But I'm on my way back from seeing, you know, the cinematic Japanese sea monster, and headed for, hopefully, some spicy red chili meat enchiladas. Well, you can hear the hope in my voice. And by God, I am going to enjoy them, whether they're spicy or not. I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to move on with my life. All I know is this: once I get to England, there is no spice except for the Spice Girls. Just saying. Hello everybody, there it is. Chili con carne enchiladas. I have been told that I can rely on the fact that it's spicy, but we shall see. We're going to give this a go like we've given everything else a go. Let's see. Alright, I have to open up my knife and fork here. Again, my sources reliably tell me this is going to be spicy. It's steamy, but is it spicy? Oh, that is good, I must say. And a tad spicy. I can actually taste it. Oh. Although, what would a Mexican dish in Portugal be without bell peppers? They're everywhere. They're in everything. I'll eat it and pretend that it's green chili. I must say, it is quite good. I must say that. It is delish. And it's not quite home, okay? But my God, I have been looking for spice for a month, damn near a month, and I have found it. And I am going to enjoy it. And I better enjoy it. This is $15. These are American prices. But after seeing Godzilla and walking nearly 21,000 steps, I think close to 9 or 10 miles, I am beaten. I need this so badly. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. Well, I just had my enchiladas. I had them at this place right here. Tequila Loca, restaurant and bar, Mexicano. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike because they were playing music while I was eating my enchiladas. I'll play the video for you, but they were good. They were a little bit spicy, had a little bit of spice. You could taste those, and it had a different flavor. They're not New Mexico enchiladas, but they had green and red bell peppers and grilled onions and a lot of meat, lots and lots of cheese. It was delicious. Also had tasted like, I don't know, like flour tortillas. I thought they might be corn tortillas, but they weren't. But they also had like Doritos scattered around it. It was delish. I ate almost all of it. This has been a long, long, epic journey to see, the Japanese cinematic sea monster, which I saw and was awesome. But I had an awesome time on my way. Met a few people. Didn't get them on video. But I'm gonna end the video here at the beach, which I love, which everybody else loves too. I'm gonna give you one last view of it. There it is. A bunch of families out there just having a good time. One last thing about the beach here. No boogie boards, no surfboards, just people running out into the surf, having a good time. Good for them. I should really join them. Awesome. Oh. So long for now, folks.